Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's 8 Shots, and I'm here back again today with another video. And today I'm going to be talking about the brand new pistol that just was released in Black Ops Cold War and Warzone, the AMP-63. I'm just going to be talking over how the gun is like, what it feels like, how it plays, and just giving my basic overall general opinion. But before I start today's video, guys, I am super excited and proud to announce I've joined my first organization. I'm gonna be partnered with Everything Beastie Gaming. I'm gonna be streaming for them, and I'm really excited about that. So if you guys could give them a follow on Twitter, I'll leave the link down in the description. I'm super excited to be streaming for them, and without further ado, let's jump straight into the video today. The AMP-63 was brought into Call of Duty today, and it's a fully automatic, low recoil with a fair damage range, I'd say, on it pistol. We've seen this before, as I believe it was the PM-63 or the MP-63, one of both, one of them, and the original Black Ops, but it was a submachine gun. This plays very much like a submachine gun. There's two ways to unlock this weapon. You can either get it in multiplayer, which is by far the hardest by a landslide when looking at these two challenges. You have to at least get 5 kills with the pistol in 20 different multiplayer matches. Now, again, keep in mind you have to complete these matches, and that can be very time consuming compared to zombies, which, like I said, by a landslide is totally fucking way easier. I'm telling you guys, I got it done within 15 to 20 minutes. You could do it in the exact same amount of time or less. In zombies, all you have to do is get 400 critical kills, aka headshots, with a pistol. That's it. 400 headshots. Super easy. I just went in with the Diamati, equipped Deadshot Daiquiri, and you'll be getting the headshots no problem. Now, actually using the AMP-63, it feels very much like a hybrid. The obvious standoffs from it are, I'd say at long range, this is decent in long range. And hardcore, obviously, it'd be about a 1-2 tap from a very long range. Or even if you're on Nuketown, you could even spray them fairly easy from long range. But in core, it'll take a couple more shots, but it's definitely still viable to do in about 5 to 6 shots from a very long range, which isn't bad whatsoever with a pistol. The fire rate is slower than the Psychov that we've seen recently brought into Modern Warfare and Warzone. It's got a slower recoil, but that actually helps the gun in a very big way by giving it a very low recoil. The recoil on this handgun is very viable. It doesn't kick back much at all, even when you just take your thumb off the control stick and just hold down your trigger button and just spray it. The recoil feels very controlled. The damage output is fair. I would say it doesn't take too much to kill somebody. Up close, it's really good, but from a farther distance, you'd probably get about 3 shots into them. Hopefully they don't turn around and get the jump on you. Like I was saying earlier, how I feel like this gun is a hybrid. Like I said earlier in the first Black Ops, the PM-63, it was a submachine gun, and now it's a handgun. But there's a stock ammunition of 15 bullets in it, which is quite low for an SMG. But if you add the 25 round mag to it, this does really feel much like a hybrid between an SMG and a handgun. Maybe if you're accurate enough, kicked in with a tiny bit of AR range, if you're accurate with it and you land the shots correctly, it feels very much like it could be a smaller submachine, like primary weapon you could use. And a lot of the gameplay here, I use this straight up as my main primary weapon, and I'm racking up kills almost to a submachine gun rate, and it feels very comfortable. The fire rate, like I said, the fire rate isn't way too fast to where it feels like it's OP and it's totally out of control, but it feels like it's just at enough rate that it where it can feel like it's a SMG, and it feels like it fires almost at the same rate. You know what I mean? The aim down sight time on this is very quick, unless you're using the akimbos, then you can't aim down sights, obviously, but the aim down sight time is pretty quick. I would recommend aiming a little higher with this weapon. I tried sort of my best to try to kind of aim higher up in the chest and head area to rack up more damage. But if you can't do that, then I would say definitely try to get closer range with this. It definitely is good mid-range, but if you're in a one-on-one gunfight, chances are if they have an SMG or an AR, you're probably going to lose that gunfight. So I would try to I'd recommend trying to get up closer kills with this weapon. Maybe not necessarily point blank, but try to get within 5 to 7 feet. Obviously, since this is in the pistol category, you can unlock akimbo for this AMP63, and it feels very nice. I like the akimbo. I've just never been the biggest fan myself personally. For myself, running akimbo, I still like running it just by the single handgun, being able to aim him, get quick headshots, or hip fire if I choose to. I have that free ability to do so. But then again, with akimbo, you do have two pistols, which is twice as more damage than one pistol. So I would definitely recommend that if you're trying to get quick point blank challenges. But if you're trying to get the weapon headshot camos, I wouldn't recommend running akimbo since you cannot aim down sights. The iron sights for this are very, very clean. I don't think you have to run a sight with it at all. It's just our basic thin little stick in the middle with the two triangles on the side. I haven't used these as akimbo or single in Warzone myself, but I would assume that they're not as deadly and as OP and armor breaking as the Psychovs were. And that's another thing I was gonna say. The Psychovs had a much, much faster fire rate, but one thing I wish this weapon did have is I wish we could have much larger magazines, because like I said, to the point where it feels like an SMG is because we have 15 to 25 bullets max we can get in the AMP63, and I just wish we could have a little more, even let's say 40. If you could have a 40 round drum on this weapon, I think it would be absolutely devastating and just make it that much more fun to use. Luckily, I was lucky enough to unlock this before the Die Hardpoint game mode went away in Black Ops Cold War, and I had a total fun time using them in Die Hardpoint. I don't know, I might sound ignorant. I hope the game mode is still up in Cold War, and if you're watching this right now, then if you're not a hardcore fan, I would definitely recommend going into Die Hardpoint, try racking this up, just because you run quicker with the pistols. But if it's not there, this weapon is still very viable in core game modes as well. Overall, I'd say by far, for me, this is the best pistol in the game. And like I said, it feels so much like a hybrid. Like I said, you guys could use this as your primary weapon, run around the map. Like I said, try to get closer kills. If you can't land perfect shots right on the head at a long shot, then go for it. I just don't recommend it because it's not as powerful, but it can still get the job done. Anyway, guys, that's my review and opinions on the AMP63. Like I said, go into zombies and unlock it. It'll save you guys a shitload of time. I'm 8Shots. Thank you guys for coming out and checking out the video today. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And I'll be back with another one very soon. I believe I got pick'ems coming up for Florida this week, so stay tuned for that video. Peace, guys.